told that we must empathize, understand, and think compassionately. But what do these now common phrases truly mean? Definitions molded by others haunt these ideals. These are concepts believed to be the cornerstone of ethical society, the groundwork to form a more inclusive and caring world. The ideas and inspirations we teach children, to care for others, help those in need, and be selfless. If these are truly ideas that have been realized and expressed to their full capacity, then why do we hear of refugee children, starving families, and oppressed societies? Could it be that our intentions to empathize, understand, and think compassionately are overwhelming to the individual? Do we try to source truths that do not fit? Experiences foreign and unrelatable to our own are ones that we are expected to understand. I grew up with 3 cousins who to me appeared normal. They're older than I am, and in our childhood enjoyed differing pastimes and games. Nonetheless, I thought we were the same. However, I was aware they all had type 1 diabetes. I never really understood what that meant or how it affected their lives. Whenever we meet, I saw devices, sort of like little phones attached to their waistbands, and always wondered what they were. I was disconnected from their world, the world of everyday injections and constant pricking of the finger to test blood, a world I was never exposed to or encountered. 3 weeks before the end of the last school year, I lay on a hospital bed staring blankly at the bleak ceiling, unaware of my fate. The room was cold physically and emotionally. The walls were confining and concentrating my anxieties. The nurse tested my blood sugar. The reading was about 500. At the time, I was unaware of what that meant or how dangerous it was, nor did I realize the fundamental place those numbers would take in my life. There was no one moment when they told me, but a realization that came over time. First, I could not believe that I was broken and would be for the rest of my life, that my life depended on pens filled with insulin, that I was to be the kid with the strange little device that sort of looked like a phone on my waistband, that I was to live the reality of multiple daily injections and constant pricking of the finger to test blood, a reality unimaginable to my previous self. Genetically, I was already predisposed to developing type 1 diabetes, but never aware of its relevance to me. I was always so close to the disease, my inevitable reality, yet always separated by my ability to understand. I could never really feel what my cousins felt, the feelings of helplessness and dependence. I was distant, disconnected, and oblivious. Naivety appeared to be my main weakness. However, as an outsider, I was never able to grasp the emotional strain put on my cousins, just as it is true that we as outsiders will never know what it feels like to be a refugee child, a part of a starving family, or oppressed by government. We will never be able to truly empathize or understand that which is so foreign, distant, and an experience which we may never possess. Yet this reality should not discourage us from yearning to make a change in the world. What we must realize is that the worldwide refugee crisis began in someone's neighborhood. Every mass famine starts with a small hunger, and nationwide oppression begins with one decision: to silence others. We are blinded by massive problems that make us feel helpless, that the needs of our local communities are neglected. We must not think, how can we help others, but listen to how they want to be helped. By reaching out to issues near to us and communicating with individuals in need, we have the potential to address small problems that may explode to unmanageable sizes. Emphasis should be placed on listening rather than understanding. Imagine a world in which each community reflects on the major issues it is faced by, and through communication addresses these problems. If they're unable to solve them from within, aid may be sent specifically to their needs. Thus, problems can be recognized and acknowledged with context and awareness. Thinking compassionately does not mean empathy and understanding. We are unable to live the lives of others. Thinking compassionately means listening to people's truths, communicating our own. Thank you.